The go button has been pushed. The launch sequence has started. We're going to start right about when, Steve? Get it? No. Good enough, my friends. Welcome to the Mortgage Marketing Animals Loan Officer Breakfast Club. We're here every Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time for your free coaching pleasure because somebody's got to do it. If not us, then who? Right, Steve? If not us, then who? I don't know who. All right. Well, today's going to be fun, man. We're going to have a round table. And we were thinking it was going to be pretty epic, but then Chris Johnstone showed up and said, hold my beer.
Or
hold my Canadian ale.
Yeah.
Let me help you make it epic. I was like, oh, that is way better. So cool. Yeah. Well, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. Good morning, LOBC gang to you too. Jen Woodland, good to have you here. And everybody else, we do have a little bit of a sound effect issue. So, any sound effects are going to have to be done just audibly by Kristen Simpson.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I'm about to give you the sad trombone right now, Frank.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah. So people are going to have to help with the sound effects today. The ching-chings or the wah-wahs and, all that kind of stuff. So, but Kristen, I think you should be the ringleader when it comes to that.
We got you back.
We got you.
Of course you do.
Yeah. So let's just kind of take a peruse around the room here as people are piling in and see if we could just pick on somebody and talk to somebody. You know what we should do, guys? Chris, you know what we should do?
What's that?
So we should not look at page 1, right? But go to page 2. All right.
Oh, my.
So I'm going to go to page 2. If I can't, it's not working. Why can't I go to page 2? Oh, it's trying to work. It's thinking.
Wah, wah, wah. Sorry.
Thank you, Kristen. You're good at. See, I knew I picked the right person.
Kristen.
All right.
Got it.
Okay. So, hey, you know what?
Timing.
Now that we've given her the power too, she's going to be quick on the trigger. I just
Only
know
for
it.
you. Only for you, Frank.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. I was like going to page 2 where, literally on my screen, nobody's got their camera on, but I can still see people's names.
Uh-oh.
And so I was thinking maybe this morning, Chris, maybe go to page 2 or page 3 or what the heck, however many pages you got, but and pick somebody and let's just talk to that person.
And
what do you say?
Somebody we don't normally talk to.
Right. Exactly.
So what about Michael Kidwell, my man?
Michael Kidwell. All right. Michael Kidwell.
Good morning, Michael.
Are you paying attention?
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Where are you located?
I am in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Providence, Rhode
I
Island.
figured you'd pick me today. It's my birthday today, so.
Happy birthday.
Nice. Right on.
Thanks.
Wonderful. Well, the good news is Kristen is going to sing you happy birthday right now.
Yeah, no, she's not.
Well, you're the
All
sound
right.
effects girl today. All right. Michael, happy birthday,
Michael.
man. So what are you, like 29, 32?
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
But maybe double that.
So where are you at in Rhode Island?
Providence, Rhode Island.
Providence, Rhode Island. Cool. I got a speeding ticket in Rhode Island when I was in the Navy. Not true story. True story. I was driving my 1980 Triumph Spitfire that I bought in Groton, Connecticut for $1. I only had, since I was in the Navy, you only had to put $1 down. I think I told you guys this story. But they had this deal at this Triumph dealership, and these Triumph Spitfires, British sports cars, super cool, right? Yeah. Every 18, 19-year-old boy would love to have a British sports car, right? So they sold, I don't know how many Triumph Spitfires they sold, but if you were in the Navy, all you had to do was give them $1 and you got your loan through the Navy Credit Union, right? And it would come out of your paycheck automatically. It was a win for them, no problem. There was probably like 300 Triumph Spitfires on the Groton sub base. You know what I mean? When I was in it, everybody had a Triumph Spitfire. Anyway, was in it, decided I'd go for a little road trip, got a speeding ticket in Rhode Island.
There you go.
Never paid for it.
I was just going to say, have you paid it yet?
There's still a warrant out for Frank's arrest.
Never
I'm sure there
paid
is.
for it. Wow.
I'll bet there. This guy
gonna make you pay it then.
with the late fees. Yeah, with the late fees, it's $174,921.
They got
So-
a nationwide thing. They're gonna catch you when you go to.
Wow.
Have you seen this man?
They got me on a ticket from 1985.
Hey, son.
Anyway, Michael Kidwell, what's happening in Rhode Island? How you doing? Got some business going? Where you at, brother? You could be real with us, dude.
Yeah, business is good. It's a good year. Probably matching, maybe a little bit better than last year.
No
So
kidding.
in general, it's a good year. It's starting to hit the holiday. It's starting to slow down a little bit. It seems like maybe a little bit. But I don't know. It's still decent. Interestingly enough, we're still seeing bidding wars every once in a while. So I
Real
still
well,
have
yeah. You
clients
guys are
in bidding wars.
yeah. You guys are one of those little kind of niche markets up there where it's little. Isn't it a little hoity-toity up there?
I wouldn't say it's
Come on.
hoity-toity,
Well,
but
maybe not to you.
I mean, there's not a lot of people who would say hoity-toity, Frank.
Well, but us in Vacaville, we look at Rhode Island, we're thinking hoity-toity. I think so.
Everybody there pays their speeding tickets. So if that's hoity-toity.
Kristen, come on. Ba-dum-bum. All right. You can't forget that part. That one, Kristen.
Got that one.
Ba-dum-bum. Okay. So, all right. So anyway, where are you getting the biz from, Michael? How's it? And where's it mostly coming in from? Is it past clients hitting you up these days? Is it realtor partners? What do you got? A BNI group? What are you?
Yeah, mix of all of them, I would imagine. But I would say mainly realtor referral partners, more or less. I'm in two networking groups, so I do well, it used to be BNI. We broke off from BNI, so I do a BNI type meeting on Wednesdays, and I have another one that I've been in for years on Friday mornings as well.
Hey, can we talk about that just for a second? Because
Sure.
I just randomly said that, just wondering if you did something like that, and it turns out you do too. So that's kind of interesting. So you guys meet every week. It doesn't. I mean, how many deals a year you think you get out of doing those?
It's a great question. It's something I'm always evaluating, right? So it's one
Yeah.
of those things because it does take up quite a bit of time. I would say out of my what I would call my real BNI, probably like 10 to 15 deals a year. And out of my what I call my fake BNI, which meets on Friday mornings, I would say probably another 10 deals a year. So let's call it 20 deals a year
I
out
was
of
going to
both
say
groups.
that's pretty decent. Oh, Carl
Yeah.
White's here. Hey, Carl, what's going on?
Yo, brother.
Hey.
20 deals. So that'd be what? For most people, around 60K.
Meeting a couple times a week with some friends.
60K helps.
It helps. Yeah.
Every 60K helps.
And I would
Michael,
say the other part about networking groups is it helps you be better. I was a horrible public speaker. Horrible. Massive amounts of fear around that.
Yeah.
And being in networking groups over the years has really helped conquer that fear. I'd say, in general, it definitely helps in that regard as well.
Not that nothing cures anything like showing up, does it, Michael?
That's true.
Yeah.
So at this point too, so you got these two groups, and I'm imagining all these people in these groups are kind of like your pals and buddies at this point, right? Because you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Are you? And I don't want to linger on this too long, but I'm just kind of curious about it. But I think the goal of those groups is you refer to each other. Are you pretty good about reciprocating?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
In general, in most of those networking groups, the mortgage person in the group is going to be one of the highest referrers with any networking group.
Yeah.
And just one more question. And so like the groups, like how many professionals are in them, and then like kind of what's the nature of them? What's their businesses?
So there's I would say about my real BNI, it's probably about 20 to 25 members within that group. And then my fake one is probably about, I'd say 12 to 15 members per group. Typically made up, almost always the core people are going to be the mortgage person, the realtor, a financial planner,
Insurance.
and the insurance guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then one last question on this. The fake one, right? The fake one. Well, let me ask you this. Which one do you actually like better? The organized one or the fake one?
Yeah,
like
the fake one.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the fake one comes with breakfast, Frank. So I like the breakfast.
That's fantastic. and then on the breakfast side, do you guys like each week somebody picks up the bill, or does everybody pay for their own?
It's a unique group. It's been going on. This networking group's been going on for probably, and this is pre BNI. So I would say at least 30 years. This particular
Golly,
group has been
you got to
going
be
on.
kidding.
No,
Kristen,
and it
that's a good
meets-
time for a dun dun.
Yeah. Yeah, they meet it meets at a hotel. The hotel has a little breakfast buffet and they have a little omelet guy there and that sort of thing. And so you go in, get your breakfast, network for 15, 20 minutes, and then the meeting starts.
Nice.
And this is the fake one.
And this is the fake one. Yeah.
Man. So I don't
I
know.
call it the fake BNI because it's not official, it's not an official BNI.
Yeah, it was, but
Yeah.
then you guys dropped that and kind of still stuck together and you're kind of running it on your own. So you would say thumbs up to those things, obviously, right? If you can do you think it's worth starting off with the BNI formally and then creating your own little subgroup, or do you think you could just create a group? If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time.
Somebody who's dedicated to creating a group could create their own group. In general, I do think it's well worth it. I remember when I first went into retail and I was working in an office and the office had heavy hitters, a bunch of heavy hitters in the office. And the one thing they all had in common is they were all part of a BNI group. Like there was three really big heavy hitters. They were like, top. This was at Fairway Mortgage back in the day, and they were all, in the top probably 10 loan officers within the company.
Interesting. Good stuff, man.
Well,
go
Frank,
ahead.
I learned something from Kristen, and Kristen, this might have been years ago, but it was on Breakfast Club, and we had somebody that was talking about BNI. And the topic came up of how to ask for the business, because it's kind of weird because you're seeing them every week and it's like it's hard to ask for business. And the advice that you gave to the member was teach a class on how to ask for the business.
Good idea.
And ask everybody for the business. So, Michael, asking for the business in those groups is definitely a way to generate more. So maybe teaching class on how to ask for the business is a great way to just kind of drum that up for the holidays.
Wonderful.
There you go.
Good thoughts. Yeah.
And
Happy
Steve,
birthday, brother.
Steve, that's just the reason I hang out with Chris Johnstone.
That's it.
That's one of the most brilliant ideas about teaching a class I've ever heard, Chris.
Yeah.
I got it from Kristen.
Who'd you get it from? Kristen?
Kristen Simpson, yeah.
Kristen, that is absolutely genius. What a
Yeah.
great, because then
I like to be Captain Obvious sometimes, but
man, that is such a great idea.
Yeah.
Because number one, everybody will see an immediate increase in their business. Number two, it shows what to expect from you.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
right.
That's a great idea.
Really good idea. Good stuff.
Something tells me we're going to put together a class
I can feel it happening. It's
that everybody
percolating
can-
right now.
that everybody can swipe on how to teach how to ask for the business. What a great idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Good stuff. It's always fun to come here at Breakfast Club and learn this kind of stuff. Hey, so Michael, real quick, we want to segue over the kind of what we wanted to talk about today is as we're heading into the holidays here, Thanksgiving's next week. It's next week, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
Thanksgiving next week, Christmas around the corner. And so guys, start chewing on this because we want to roundtable this a little bit. Great marketing ideas for the holidays, right? Like, what do you guys do? What have you done that you thought was cool? That if you don't mind sharing, we'd love to, we kind of want to rip each other off today, essentially is what we want to do. And so gladly share if you can. Giancarlo has his hand up. Hang on, Giancarlo. But Michael, do you do anything like that? Do you do any, while I have you here, like, is anything special on the marketing leg?
So yeah, usually during the holidays, I don't know how compliant this is, so I'll start off.
Turn the
with
recorder
that.
off. Turn the recorder off.
But and this is kind of sound weird. It's one of the better like holiday gifts that I give out to realtor partners is there is a pretzel company, and it is shocking. Like it's like they send out a package of these pretzels, the soft pretzels that you bake in the oven kind of thing, and it's amazing the response that gets from clients.
So bake it yourself food.
There you go.
And they love it.
And they love it. Yeah.
What's that cost you?
I mean, it depends on the package you pick. It's not a lot of money. It's
How's it
I mean,
delivered?
how many are you sending out? Like 10 of them?
I'm probably sending out any given year, probably about 50 of those, I would say.
Wow.
How is it delivered?
It's through the mail.
So okay,
It's delivered. Yeah, it's just delivery.
It's the kind of thing though where they know it came from you, wishing you happy holidays, blah 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 blah. Have a pretzel on me, kind of a thing.
Hey, by the way,
That's correct.
Yeah.
one thing I would strongly advise people. I cannot tell you how many wonderful, and I'm so grateful, how many wonderful gifts that I get mailed to me during the holidays. And I love it. I do. I would say 30%, I have no idea who it came from.
Yeah.
A solid 30%, no clue. The name's not anywhere. There's no card. There's no nothing. And I'm always in, I feel like I want to thank the person, and
Can't do it.
And I can't do it. So I'm not sure if it's because we've already drank the wine that they gave us that we start to look for it. Or, no, it's like about 30% of the time, I have no idea who it came from. I've got on my gate here on my property, somebody sent me this real fancy made of, I think it's iron, a big W, standing for my last name. And it's real ornamental. I put it up on the gate. Love it. I think of that person every time I pull into my driveway.
You just
no
have
idea who sent it to me.
Yeah.
What a trip.
Yeah.
So if
All
anybody
that
here
stuff is
sent
for
it,
me, Carl. It's
Somebody
all
can
from
play.
me.
Yeah, right. Oh, Carl, I didn't put my name
I
on
have
that.
no idea who sent me that thing, and I know it wasn't. It's not like it was a bag of popcorn.
That was a nice gift.
It was a nice gift, and
Yeah.
no idea who sent it to me.
All right, let's cruise along. Okay, so thank you for that, Michael. Okay, guys, this as well. So Chris chimed in. We're going to kind of chew on this. We've got plenty of time here to just chew on some things. If it's something that we can integrate into the CRM and deploy, that'll be done Friday. So we're going to kind of chew on this and figure out what we've got and what might be a cool thing that we could send out to the realtor partners or the past clients or whatever, right? An idea. And then Chris is going to have that integrated into the CRM for us by Friday so that we can actually deploy it if you're a CRM member. So Giancarlo, what do you got?
Okay, so I'm going a little bit non-traditional here, okay? But I'm trying to kind of hit a couple different goals. Here's what I'm actually talking to and sending to my clients. I'm sending a year-end tax planner to get them ready for next year. Now, here's why it's important, right? Most tax professionals have a very difficult time with self-employed borrowers on getting all their documentation in a row. So when you send that out, you're hitting your top of mind client. And then potentially, if you reach out to a good tax professional, maybe you can get referrals from there too.
Good thinking.
And that can be sent out very easily too on a CRM. So, yeah.
So, okay. So is that what's the mechanism for that? Is that a spreadsheet kind of a thing, or is it a web-based thing or something they download and put stuff in? What is it?
So you can do it different ways, right? So I actually have a fillable PDF, and there's there's a simple one, there's a self-employed, then there's an S corp partnership, and C corp, right? There's different structures for those, right? But most of our clients are going to be Schedule C's, right? Just regular self-employed, and then you send those to your realtor partners and to your agents. And I got to tell you guys, I talk to agents about this stuff all the time. They don't know what they can deduct. They don't know all this other stuff, right? Because tax preparers are just like, sometimes loan officers too. The experience has a lot to do with it. So the tax planner is just for them to start filling out a bunch of different questions, and it helps them plan their life at year end. So it shows that you care. It shows that you want to, guide them financially. And I've had a ton of great success with that. I mean, I'm talking about people that didn't buy with me this year. They're calling me right now and saying, hey, I didn't get the tax planner.
Wow.
So
good one.
Yeah, I would
like
say,
it.
a little bit different, right? Not the normal, candies and stuff like that, which are fantastic. I'm just taking a little bit of different approach, especially if you don't have a lot of money right now. Might be a great way for you to get on the phones, right? And just like, hey, I got a tax planner. Do you want it? Let's stay in touch. type deal.
Cool. All right. So great. Thank you, Giancarlo. Great
That
one.
sounds like
So
something that could be automated through the CRM. Am I right,
it
Chris?
does.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah.
where my mind went with it was create a custom GPT that has all of the tax planning advice for people that are self-employed and send them an AI. And it's like, hey, you can ask this thing any question that you have about your taxes. Not a tax expert, but here's a great tool for you. So that's another way, Giancarlo, but that's awesome. Super cool.
Okay. Good one. Good one. So we had soft pretzels. We've got tax planning. And what else do we have in the chat there, Kristen?
Well, there's a couple of really good things.
Okay.
Heather Lowe was saying, I send my top 10 referral partners a wreath. It supports a main local business as well, and they all love it.
A wreath.
Mm-hmm. You know, like a Christmas wreath.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Evergreens,
Okay.
you know.
Got it. So, well, that's a cool idea.
Hey, I'll tell you another great idea. Bill Hedrick, are you mic'd up?
Just saw that.
You mic'd up, Bill?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, hey, man. So tell us what you do.
Well, here I'm in Dallas, and so the big thing here in Dallas is D Magazine has the D best of the real estate agents, dentists, doctors, yada yada yada, the best houses in the area, and they have a thing they send out every year where I can buy a subscription for the entire year for the agents that I deal with, and they get that magazine. It costs like $12. And they mail it, and I don't have to do anything with it. I just
for the year. So like $1 a month, you're in
Yes.
front of your target audience.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do it this year. I hadn't got anything in the mail from them yet, but that's for the last 3 years I've done that. It goes over like gangbusters. You know,
Is that a physical magazine that they mail them, or is it an online thing?
It is a physical magazine.
That's cheap. That
And
is some good marketing
cheap.
dollars right there.
So what was it?
$12
$12 bucks for the year?
Where do I sign up?
It's a special. You've got to be in the D magazine with them, of course. But yeah, it's
great.
It's a mind blower.
But
go ahead,
so
Bill. Cheap. You know, you give them your list. They send the thing out, and it's every month people see your name, so it works really well.
Yeah, Frank, that was one of my I learned this. Somebody showed me this. I can't remember who it was, like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And so there used to be a website. I don't know if it's still there. It was cheapmagazines.com. And if it's not there, I'm sure Google will pop up. And they had every magazine you could imagine on there for just really dirt cheap. And, you know, typically it'd be, you know, anywhere from $1 an episode to maybe $2 per episode per
magazine
per deliver
issue.
And so I would just like when I'm doing my application on these people, I'm looking for something that they're interested in, and if I got nothing, you know, which was not often, good old Homes and Garden or
sure.
What was that other one? Cowboys and like if they're say west of the Mississippi, Cowboys and Indians was a great. Which is kind of it's not what it sounds like. It's a real la-ti-da, high-end, like country, outdoorsy, Western jewelry, fine wines and whiskeys. Like it's an upscale magazine.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. And dude, so the trick to it was like if I was sending it to my dear friend Kim Creighton, you know, I'd put her name at the top, and then I'd put her address. Or no, wait, I'd put her name at the top. And then I would do a hard return and then put my name. So her name and my name shows up on the label, which is what he's talking about, would show up on the label. And so every month Kim's getting her magazine, you know, with my smiling name on the, you know, as the deliverable. And dude, you couldn't mail something for, you know, $1.50, $2 each. And they had Sports Illustrated, Field and like Dog Lovers Today, like everything. And
it costs you $1 to send a postcard nowadays.
It does.
And like Bill said, you just give them the database. Say you just I mean the only thing is you have to send it one at a time. But boy, what a great, and it's front ended. You know, so December when we did it was kind of a heavy month for our past database. But now you got your mailer for the rest of the year, and a lot of them did not just 12 months but 18 months. They did subscriptions. So it was a fantastic little program.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool idea. Jim, you got your hand up, and then Rudy. What do you got, Jim? Hi, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. I just wanted to drop in and remind you that if you're a newer loan officer and you're trying to get to that 2 or 3 deals a month, or if you're seasoned and you're trying to get from 50 to 60 or 60 to 80, Mortgage Marketing Animals has you covered. We've got the full gambit from start to finish, top to bottom. Everything you need is at mortgagemarketinganimals.com. There's a reason that mortgagemarketinganimals.com is the #1 mortgage coaching platform in the country. So check it out, mortgagemarketinganimals.com.
Unmuted.
Kristen.
My idea cannot be AI duplicated. It's not good for an automation type thing. But what I've been doing for years and years is I just copied it from It's a Wonderful Life, where when George Bailey makes a speech in front of Mr. Martini's home and says they give bread, may this house never know hunger, salt, may this house always have spice, and wine, may prosperity and happiness reign forever. And I do that in a handwritten note, and I put it in a gift basket that has like a cheap $10 bottle of wine, a little bottle of salt, and a artisan type of loaf of bread. And put it in a gift basket, and Mrs. Jimmy Finance helps me wrap it up into a nice bow and puts that type of ribbon that's raffia. You know what? I'm not sure about. But then we deliver those, half of them for all my purchases. We deliver half of them around Thanksgiving time, so that maybe it's around and people talk about it during the family gathering. And the other half right around Christmas time. And over the years, I've gotten her involved to where she buys the baskets when she's out and about. And it's gone to another level when you take me out of the equation.
Oh yeah, it gets way better, huh? Yeah.
I'm the one that I do the handwritten notes. I do the stuff, and then it is. I've had years later, people have told me when they watched It's a Wonderful Life, they thought of me and my little gift basket. And it's I always say, every good idea in the mortgage industry has been stolen, well, not really stolen, but kind of reworked and redone. Sure. And I acknowledge freely that follow up is the key. But this one has been a good one for me, especially when I do it right around, I found Thanksgiving and Christmas, because the family atmosphere and people get talking. And if it's lucky enough to be at the house where the basket is, and I get the big enough basket, it's going to be displayed. And the handwritten thank you note sometimes gets put on the fridge. I mean, there's a lot of little stupidity to it, but the It's a Wonderful Life part, it makes them think of me, and that's, I think, all we want.
I love it. Great stuff. And just real fast, because we got to move along. We're going to get to Rudy and some others. But so, how many of those do you do?
So I'm actually going down to Nashville this weekend, and we've got 16. Nashville, I'm not in that Nashville market. I'm actually in the suburbs of Chicago, but I've opened up this market over the last few years with musicians, just doing one deal after another from a referral basis. And we're doing 16. We're dropping off this weekend before Thanksgiving. I'm going to buy the bread down there at some, local artisan shop, and kind of add that and then put them all together. And then we're going to do 31 for the Chicagoland market, but that 31, I'm not going to blow smoke. That's not all purchases. Some of those are refis and good customers who I know are hosting, and they're people that make me feel good, so I want to make them feel good. That type of thing. And I'm doing a little twist on the ones that get the second basket. So
very cool. Awesome. Thank you, man. That's a good one. Kristen, now we go.
Clapping.
Okay. All right. Killer, Jim. All right, Rudy, go.
What I do is, I used to do turkeys. I used to ride around when I used to just be local, just ride around with a whole truckload of turkeys, like American Gangster. And but then I got away from that because I do multi-states now. So I went and bought 70 boxes of candy from this candy shop that's like over 100 years old.
Not the candy, but the shop.
The shop.
Yeah, not the candy.
Yeah. Anyway, so we ordered 70 of those, and what we do is they come wrapped and ribbon and that kind of stuff. But then what we do is we put the story about the candy on there, and it's funny when we send it to the offices. Everybody reads the story, and I just had a big agent that's got 17 agents on her team, and I sent her a box of candy, and it had the story on it, and she was the people when she came in the office, they said, "You need to read the story. You need to read the story," because everybody in the office had already read the story. But yeah, they seem to like it, and I don't send anything at Christmas because I don't want to get lost in the shuffle. So I just do it at Thanksgiving.
Good stuff. Love it. And just curious, like, what's a box cost? You're getting 70 of them. What's the price on it?
About $24. About $24. So it set me back, I guess. We get a discount because we buy so much from them as well. But on the story, it tells them why the candy's so special.
Got it.
That's a brilliant idea, Bill. I love the story. The story part's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
It's back to, Frank, it's write small checks to cash big checks.
Indeed.
Right.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, this
you,
is similar.
You should know about this candy too, because Bill brought me one at the last event, and you ate the entire box.
I did. It was candy. It was on the table.
Take it home, Bill. He ate
wait.
the entire box.
Wait a minute. What box of candy? What? I have no idea what you guys did.
Exactly, Carl.
Yeah.
The same box of candy that you got there, Junior, at the
yeah, I know. I'm just teasing.
No, it was great. Yeah,
it was good.
So what Bill's doing, with the story, and who was up before him, Jim, right? Yep. With the Wonderful Life, and we had another one that was more personalized as well. It was our first guy, Michael, right?
Yeah.
So the more personalized things, maybe they're a little more heavy hitting. I
think it's hard to beat the good old jump in your car or rent a van or whatever and put a bunch of pumpkin pies, pecan pies, and apple pies, and just put a bunch of them in your car, your van, or whatever,
and go delivering
and run around and deliver to your agents that sent you at least say at least 3 closings for the last 12 months.
Yep.
Boy, that is just hard. I tell you, I never forget one of my favorite presents I've ever gotten is this is a trash can lid. I just pulled it off the trash can. It's just a little handwritten love note that my daughter sent me. All the things that I've gotten over the years, this is likely one of my most treasured gifts because it's just a trash can lid, but it's got this personal note to it.
Let's see it.
And what's that?
Let's see it again. I spotlighted you.
And so it's just a little love note that my daughter wrote to me. And
that's so nice.
Yeah.
Aww.
And it's those kinds of things where you let people know how important you are. So doing it without doing the follow-up phone call or the follow-up visit, either one. Make sure you do the follow-up because that's everybody's, I know a lot of people are saying that the money's in the follow-up and you got to follow up with it. That's and I think, a good old fashioned, just a good phone call where I call up my dear friend, Deanna Bryant, and just tell her how much I appreciate her. You just can't go wrong by just doing that. Just a personal, hey, no agenda, just, Thanksgiving coming up and I'm sitting here thinking of all the things I'm thankful for. And Deanna, I'm grateful that I know you. And it's just, now, if it's somebody you don't like, don't make that phone call, right? But the people that you genuinely like, call them up and let them know. Yeah, very powerful. And people need that. People need that.
Yeah. It's good stuff today. I really enjoyed everything. So, Chris, maybe the tax thing is a good deployable thing. Is he still with us? Did we lose?
Oh yeah, no, I'm here.
Yeah. That might be a good thing for
the. Hey, I saw another thing. Sarah Cox. I'm going to give you a call when we're finished here. If you got time. She said she just finished this 5-star client experience. So there'll be more information about that coming. So I'll give you a call here in just a little bit, Sarah.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good stuff today. Tomorrow, Roberto Monaco, my friends. Tomorrow, Roberto will be here. So that'll be cool.
Thursday, I don't have to follow him. I always hate to follow that guy.
I know.
Great.
I know. Yeah.
Sometimes we go to events and I'll see him line up and I go anywhere but after Roberto.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Roberto tomorrow. Owen Lee Thursday should be Owen Lee. Friday, Chris Johnston's going to help us now with what we kind of worked on today. And let's see. Oh, next Monday, Jim Kyles, Steve's better-looking twin brother.
Oh,
Better-looking twin brother.
Yeah. So yeah, Jim Kyles will be with us, and then yeah, we'll go from there. And so that's it for today. I hope you guys had a good day, and we'll go ahead and rock on out of here. We'll be here tomorrow to do it all over again with Roberto Monaco on the Loan Officer Breakfast Club, my friends. We'll see you then. Adios.
Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day, everybody.